Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Crossing in Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra and today we're doing a tarot pick-a-pile card reading on messages from your soulmate. This could be a romantic partner. This could be a non-romantic soulmate. We sometimes have more than one soulmate in our lives. There's somebody that is very close to us. They help complete us in some way. They're partners to us in one way or another. It could be romantic. It could possibly not be. It also could be a soulmate that's not in your life yet, or it could be one that actually is in your life. Because sometimes our soulmates take a while to appear in our lives. They show up when it's best for us to have them. We do have 3 different piles here to choose from. We have pile 1 that has the tan yellowish colored flower and goldish stone. We have pile 2 that has the pink flower with the pink stone. And pile 3 with the orange flower and the orange peach type stone. Alright, so we have 3 different piles here. They have thoughts from your soulmate, whatever they want to get out to you right now, whatever thoughts they have for you, what they would like to tell you. You know, so it could be about anything. There could be anything that comes up. It just depends. It could be, you know, so it's really kind of exciting to see what it might turn out to be. We do have our tarot cards that we will be looking at for these thoughts. We also have our charms that we're going to look at. We also have in this reading, because we do put these in the normally weekly readings, our oracle spheres. So you could be thinking of a yes or no question that you would like to get an answer to. So you might think of a question to ask your soulmate and find out what the answers might be. Okay, so we have those coming up in each reading as well. Okay, so we have those 3 piles for you to choose from. Remember, this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. When you are ready, we're going to give you some time so you can reflect on these piles, because remember, it's best to go with the gut instinct, the one that pulls you in the most, the one that says, yeah, this is the pile for me. So we're going to give you some time to reflect on that and kind of look at it and meditate and think about it. And then when you're ready, we have timestamps in the description that will lead you directly to your pile, and you can go to your reading and you can find out what thoughts your soulmate has for you. All right, we'll see you there. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading, the thoughts that your soulmate has for you today. You guys are the ones that chose the kind of tan yellowish little flower here, as well as the yellow stone. So we'll put that off over to the side. We do have our tarot cards with the thoughts and messages in it. We also have our charms that we will be doing here in a little while to see if there's any extra messages or clarifiers. And then we also have our oracle spheres, so you could be thinking of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to in the reading as well. Okay? Now remember, we can have more than one soulmate, so these messages can be from any soulmate that you have. We also, the soulmate may not be in your life yet, or they may be in your life. It just depends on each one of you. Sometimes our soulmates take a while to appear in our lives, so it's possible that you have one out there that's not in your life yet, or that you have one that, you know, is in your life and has some thoughts for you, okay, that they're not mentioning. Remember, it also could be a romantic soulmate, but it also might be just another partner in our life, because we sometimes have soulmates that are not romantic as well, okay? So just to let you guys know all those things. I do want to take just a quick little time out right before I get to these thoughts. We would just love it if you all could remember to give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Remember to leave us comments and to share our channel with your friends and family. These are very important to us. These things that really help the channel grow. We've started a new series, a daily messages from Spirit, and because we started that series, daily messages aren't usually as popular as these longer messages. And so our views have gone down on our videos because we did that. But we want to keep doing those because we think they're important, and we know the ones of you that watch them, really like them and need them. So we want to keep doing them, but we still need to build up the channel as well. And so if you guys can help us out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. We want to be as clear as possible on this channel of how much we need you guys, and we do. We need you so much. And the things that you do and don't do help us out greatly. And by giving us thumbs up, by leaving us comments, by subscribing to the channel, by sharing the channel with your friends and family, or telling your friends, hey, go check out Crossing Spiritual Streams on YouTube. All of those things help us out a lot, and they help us be able to keep going and keep doing what we're doing. It is free to watch our videos and to subscribe to our channel, and we don't get any money back out of it. But we do love doing it for you guys, and so we would like to improve and get better and get greater. And so whatever you guys can do for us in that is very much appreciated. And I went on a little bit of a rant there, sorry, but I just wanted to let you guys know how important you were to us. All right, let's see what thoughts your soulmate has for you today. We got the High Priest. We got the Three of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. We got the Queen of Cups. Wowzers. We got the Seven of Swords. We got the Five of Wands. We got the Hanged Man. We got the High Priestess. And the Hierophant. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is a lot going on here. Got lots of different thoughts going on here. Let me kind of sort through them a little bit, and then we'll get them out there to you. One of the things that came through really strongly at first, so I'm going to mention that particular thought first, is your soulmate thinks that you guys have a very deep spiritual bond. Okay? It's probably has gone on for a while. Past lives, probably several past lives. You've probably had this connection for quite a bit. Okay? It's a very deep soul, very spiritual connection. Okay? Almost on a higher plane than an earthly connection. Okay? If that makes any sense to you guys, hopefully it does. But that's one of the things that they wanted to get out there to you, was how special of a connection you have, because it is so deeply spiritual. It is on a higher level than what we would have on earth. In other words, even if you don't meet up with this person in your life, because you may not have, you guys have such a deep connection that you're still affecting each other's lives. Okay? Like in your dreams, or if you meditate, or when you have quiet moments, certain thoughts that come to you are from them, or that it's your guys' connection together that, helps you out through the rough times in your life, or helps you out with certain decisions, like the Hanged Man here. Okay? This is kind of a form of meditation in a way. Okay, this person is here. They're trying to look at things from a different perspective. They're looking upside down. They're kind of chained up. They feel kind of bound, but it's also their way of trying to come up with a solution to an answer. Okay, that's one of the things that the Hangman can represent. And your soulmate helps you, and you help them, when you're in positions like that, when you're in situations like that, when you're trying to come up with a solution or an answer, or if there's difficulties in your life or other things, your soulmate literally, you guys connect on a higher plane, on a higher level, and you help each other solve these issues. and these problems, okay? So that's one of the things that they wanted to let you know, because you may not have known that or may not have realized it. They also very much appreciate your creativity and intuition and your spirituality, okay? They think that you have a very high level of psychic abilities, I guess I could say, or at least you can tap into that higher spirit and be able to do things with it. And they really appreciate that in you. They really, and they want you to know that you have these powers as well, because they don't think that you realize it. They don't think that you realize that you have this special connection with spirit, that you can rise above certain things and that you can tap into that energy and you can help others with it. You can help teach others. You can help guide others with it. You might be really, really good tarot readers or scryers or dealing with stones or other things like that. You know, rune readers, things like that. They feel like you have that talent and that ability, and they want to let you know that, because they don't think that maybe you realize that you have that extra special connection with the spiritual realm, and that you can, you know, help other people with that, okay? Or at least help be able to tap in it to guide your own life. But they really feel like it would be great if you could help others, if you could help others make decisions, if you can help others feel more spiritual, if you can help others get over some problems and other things that they've had in their lives, because you really are just kind of at the top of the game here. I do see we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. And I almost see this as you and them, okay? In that you both have this divine feminine energy, and you don't have to be female and they don't have to be female, but we all have divine feminine and masculine in our makeup. And I almost see this as, you know, you guys complementing each other. Like, you know, you're more practical and down to earth. They're a little bit more emotional, a little bit more feeling, or it's vice versa. It could be either way, but I feel like for most of you are more down to earth, by the way. And that's why you may not realize you have some of these other, you know, powers involved that you can utilize. But it's possible it's vice versa. But you guys kind of complement each other. You guys bring different things to the table. You bring different perspectives, like the Hangman. You look at things from different perspectives from each other, and that's what makes you complement each other so well. Okay? And so that's another thought or another message that they had for you, or something else for you to kind of think about, is how much of a spiritual connection you guys have, but also how much you complement each other, because you really do. This is why you guys can solve so many problems well together, because you do complement each other so well. Okay? One of the thoughts that they had for you, and this goes along with something we've already talked about, was how deep of a spiritual connection you have, is that one way you do tap into them, one way you do utilize your connection with them the best, is when you do meditate or practice yoga or take time out to kind of just be alone with your thoughts, write things out, do other things, because that's when you can connect with them the best and the easiest. Even if they are somebody that you know on this earth and you already have a high connection with them and you pal around and you do things or whatever, even if it's somebody like that, you still have this other connection that's higher and deeper than that. And that is when you guys really, really connect the best. That's when you guys can really help each other out the most. Even if you help each other out on the earthly plane and you know, like I said, pal around, help each other through problems, and do all these other things that you may do if you do know each other. on this plane. You still work the best when you can ascend higher than that and connect with each other in the other realm. So, like in your dreams, or when you're meditating, or when you're at a relaxed state, or when you're, doing those kinds of things, that's when you can connect with them the easiest and the best, and have the best connection and answers and other things. Okay, so that's something that they wanted to let you know as well, because it's something you may not have realized either. Okay, so there's some thoughts there. So, wow, whew, that's kind of cool and interesting. I really like that. All right, let's go on and see what we have in the charms. There might be some other thoughts and messages for you, or some other things for you to think about on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay. Well, we do have the 5 energy. So, and we did have some other 5s in here that I did not talk about. So I guess that coming up might be important. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. I think they kind of want to warn you a little bit that you have a change coming in your life. And maybe you don't realize it's coming up. And so they kind of wanted to just let you know that something is going to change in your life. And they wanted to kind of warn you of that. And it's not a warning like necessarily a bad change, but it's just they wanted to let you know it was coming up, because changes sometimes are difficult for us, even if they're good ones. And they wanted to let you know that it was coming, so that you would kind of be aware of that. Okay, so that was just something that kind of came out as kind of a message for you. Wow. One of the things that's popping out at me here too that I wanted to get out to you is the field notes. Okay. This 3 of Pentacles is interesting to me because he's sitting and he's writing in a journal. And it did kind of come to me when we were talking about the other messages about how important writing might be. And so one of the things that they want to tell you is that writing is very important to you and to your relationship possibly, but to you especially, in that writing things down, thoughts that come to your head, other things. First of all, this might be one of the ways that you connect with your soulmate on that higher plane that we were talking about, is through just kind of free writing and writing things down. But also by writing your thoughts and other things, or like if you have a dream and you wake up and you write it in a journal, or if you have some brainstorming ideas and some other things and you write them down, they think that that's very important. And so if you've not been doing that, they recommend that you do those things, okay? Because that's very important, possibly to your relationship with each other, but also to how you deal with life or get other things done in life, that kind of thing. Okay, so writing, it's also a way that maybe you can manifest some things into your life. Sometimes writing things down in a journal or other things, things you'd like to see in your life, can help them come to fruition because you're putting it down in a tangible way. So that is just another thought that they had there for you. So I wanted to get that out because I think that was kind of an important message as well. All right, we got quite a few cards here. Let's take a look and see if there's anything that might be important here. You have the 2 and the 4 of Wands. I like that because the Wands are a fiery, passionate energy, but the 2 and the 4 are also stable energies. They're also foundational energies. The 2 kind of represents you guys together, that strong bond and passion that you have for each other. Because like I said, I believe this has kind of gone through several lifetimes. But also you have the 4, which is a good stable community number. It's a good foundational number. And they're just encouraging you to do that. Okay. We also have the 8 of Swords, which 8s to me are sometimes a energy for wealth and manifestation of things that you would like to have, businessmen and other things like that. And by having the swords energy, that is thoughts and ideas. And even though the eight lots of times can be the being stuck or being trapped in a way, for your guys' reading, I see it more as you guys can have ideas that can help you with things like businesses, things like making money, things like work. You have really good ideas. Swords are kind of the idea. There's the idea a suit in tarot. And so when I think of this, I think as ideas coming to you this way. And that's kind of also where the writing and writing down notes and other things are important here too. They kind of go together. Okay, you also have the Jack and the Ten of Diamonds. That is good abundance energies. That is good manifestation energies. That's good getting the things that you want on this earth kind of energies. And I do feel like your soulmate thinks that you have some good ideas that can help you have some good abundance and get some things in your life that you would like to have. And that's where the diamond comes in as well, because you also have the diamond charms. So I do feel like that's something that they wanted you to realize, is that you have the power and the energy and the thoughts that you could really bring about some really good abundance in your life and some really good energies that way. Okay? We do have an O and a Y, which for some reason I thought of the word joy when I thought of that, even though the J's not there. We also have the Y, the O, so I think of you, even though the U is not there. So I think the thought that they wanted to let you know is how joyous they feel about you, how happy they are when they connect with you. Okay, that's just something that's very awesome here. You also have the words miracle and beautiful. They consider your relationship a miracle, and they consider you very beautiful. That, they love your relationship. They do consider it a miracle that you guys found each other in at least past lives, if you haven't found each other yet in this life. But they also find that your connection that you have with each other miraculous in a way, because it is so special and is so deep. But they also find you beautiful. They want you to realize that beautiful and unique. And I'm gonna show you that with, you've got the confident kitty here, which is very beautiful, confident, and you also have the purple llama, which is a unique beautiful thing, because you don't go around seeing purple llamas. But so that is the energy they wanted to get out there to you, is how beautiful and unique that they see you, and they would like for you to see yourself that way as well. Also, I get that from the dragonfly energy, because I think of dragonflies as being unique and different. And I think of unique thoughts and different thoughts and being their own person when I think of dragonflies. For some reason, that's just what always comes to mind when I think of them. They also did want to touch on your creative energy a little bit with the guitar, because they do think that you have some creative energy, and they just wanted to kind of touch on that, or let you know that they see that in you. We do have the winged heart here. Sometimes that's messages from passed on loved ones, or people that we've known that are passed on. And it is possible that your soulmate is in another dimension at the moment, where they have passed on, where they are not with us on this earth, but that they still connect with you. That is a possibility for a few of you, but that's not for everybody in the reading. But the other message I'm getting from this as well is that your love, your bond, and your connection transponds anything that's earthly. Okay, which we talked about that earlier, but they wanted to really kind of hit that home as well. Okay. We do have find joy in the journey, and a family's love is forever. So it is possible that your soulmate is actually part of your family. That, you know, they could be a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, a aunt, an uncle, a cousin. They could actually be your, you know, marriage partner, or, you know, somebody else that you've partnered with that way. They could be a child of yours. You know, they could be a soulmate from that perspective. Remember, soulmates come to us in lots of different forms, and we sometimes have more than one soulmate in our lives. So just to let you know that. The find joy in the journey is always a really, really good message, because sometimes we're always thinking about the negatives in our lives right now, and we often are thinking about the future, and we forget to kind of enjoy how we get to where we're going, because every day has beautiful things in it, has beautiful things that we can enjoy, and that it's not a good idea to skip over those. Okay. We do have the bone here, which whenever I see the dog bone, I think of strength, I think of tenacity, I think of that kind of thing. So with you guys, with this message, I see that as how strong your connection is, and how, you know, it should be basically forevermore. You know, it should last for very, very, you know, like I said, it's lasted lifetimes. It'll probably last for several more lifetimes, but it's a very strong bond, and they wanted you to know that. Okay? So, wow, that's really cool. Let's move on to our oracle spheres for today. I really like the connection you guys have with your soulmate. It's a wonderful connection. I would love to see that for all of us that have soulmates, but I'm just not sure that's true. All right. We have 4 different stands. We have blue, silver, green, blue, silver, green, and gold. Okay, so you have 4 different stands. Normally the way this would work is you pick a stand, you think of a yes or no type of question, a question that has a yes or no type of answer associated with it, and you pick your stand, and we get our answers, and there you go. Some people do utilize these in other ways. They might pick more than one stand for various reasons. So if you find other ways you want to utilize these, you can do that as well. But we're going to go out and we're going to get our answers. All right, so the number 1, blue, is not now. Number 2, silver, is not likely. Number 3, green, is also not likely. Interesting. And number 4, gold, is not likely. Wow. Almost a full sweep there, and even the not now is similar. All right, so the number 1, blue, is not now. The number 2, silver, is not likely. And the number 3, green, is also not likely, as well as the number 4, gold, is not likely. So there you go. Wow, that's interesting. All right, so there's your oracle for answers for today's reading. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I thank you so much for being here with us. We do appreciate you watching the videos. Once again, please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Leave us comments in the comments section. Let us know what you thought about this. Let us know if you feel a lot of these connections with your soulmate, or who you think your soulmate might be, or how you can find ways to connect with them, or whatever. I would love to hear all of that. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Do check out our other videos and share the channel with your friends and family. Remember, we do have a daily reading we put out that are daily messages from Spirit, as well as these weekly readings that we do that at least once a week. So we look forward to seeing you in those videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading, your thoughts from your soulmate. You guys are the ones that chose the pink flower and stone here, so we'll move these over to the side. Now remember, our soulmates, we could have more than one. We could also have soulmates that we haven't met up with yet in this lifetime. We could also have soulmates that are not romantic in nature. So just to let you know that this is just a soulmate that you have that has some thoughts that they would like to share with you. Okay, So just kind of let you guys know that. We do have our tarot cards that we're going to be looking at on that. We also have our charms that we will also be getting some thoughts and messages from, as well as our oracle spheres. So you could be thinking of a yes or no question that you would like to get an answer to, and then we will get those towards the end of the reading as well. Okay, I would like to just take just a quick moment before we get to these thoughts to thank all of you who have subscribed to the channel, who have left us comments in the comment section, who have liked the videos, and most especially has shared our channel with your friends and family. We do have that unique URL. It is listed in the description, and if you go out and share that, that's very much appreciated by us. Those things that you guys do for us really help out the channel a lot. We do these messages for free. It doesn't cost anything to sign up with the channel. We don't get any money back out of this on YouTube or anything like that. And so we appreciate anything that you guys do for us to help us increase the channel. Because eventually maybe getting a small little bit back out might be nice, but we do appreciate doing it for you regardless of that. But whatever you guys can do for us in relation to this, and mostly just doing those few things that we've talked about, that's how you can help us out more than anything else in the world. And we just very much appreciate it, and just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, all right, let's take a look at what thoughts we have for you today. We have the Page of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Hanged Man. Okay, interesting. Got the Hermit. We got the Empress. We have the Eight of Cups. The Ten of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Lover card. Okay. Give me just a moment. We do have a few different thoughts here, a few different messages, a few different things to mention for you guys. And I kind of want to make sure I get them in some semblance of order here, or not jumble them up too much. Okay. One of the things that should probably come out first is this particular soulmate is probably a romantic one for you guys, okay, first of all. And they kind of wanted to let you know that with the Lovers card here. And that you guys have a very deep bond that way, okay? The other message I'm kind of getting here a little bit, the other thought, is I guess you guys have had kind of a rocky time of it. It's very possible that you've actually met this soulmate already, and you... Oh, sorry, this was bothering me. His head was cut off down in my little stand here. I'm going to move him down here. Sorry, it was kind of distracting me. You guys have had kind of a rough time of it, that it's very possible you've already met each other. It's possible that you haven't been able to get together romantically, or that you were together but you've had issues or problems or other things that have split you up, or have caused you not to be together the way that you would like to be, or that you've had trouble meeting up with each other yet in this life. That's possible as well. But basically I see some rockiness and problems, some issues in your relationship, either getting around to meeting up with each other, or and what's coming to mind here, there's a very old movie from the 80s called Made in Heaven, and basically, more than likely you guys probably have not seen the film, but basically the idea behind the movie was that there was a couple of souls, or at least, couple of souls that met each other in heaven and were basically soulmates, or or loved each other. They had a wonderful time there, and basically it was time for their souls to reincarnate back down on Earth, and they were like, we'll find each other. But they had a lot of trouble finding each other. They kept just missing each other or having issues, and their lives had a lot of problems until they got together and things like that. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting with right now. Their thoughts right now is maybe you guys have had some trouble getting together, or it's had trouble working out the way you guys would like, or maybe you haven't met up with each other yet because there's been issues or problems or other things that's causing that, that you guys are having trouble meeting up, maybe. And I think that is kind of the energy I'm getting. It is possible that some of you guys have already met up and just have had trouble staying together or getting together or working things out together. That is possible. But I think for a lot of you and a good portion of you, you just have had trouble meeting up with each other in this lifetime. Okay? You've had trouble getting together. You've had issues doing that. And that was something that they wanted you to know, that they're out there. They wanted you to know that they're still working on it, that there's still a chance for you guys to get together and have this strong bond and this other type of relationship. But I see a lot of you guys kind of being apart from each other a lot. That maybe that's kind of the way it needed to be. Because maybe you guys needed to kind of live your lives separately for a while before you get together, because you had to go through some certain, things, karma, or learning some things, or doing some other things before you could get together. And they're just kind of letting you know that that's the way that your relationship was going, but that it should work out to where eventually you guys will be able to get together. You will be able to reach that strong bond. And that even if for some reason you guys don't get together in this lifetime, because I do think for a few of you that might be a possibility, that you still have that bond and that connection, and that won't ever break. Okay? So even if you're apart for a while, even if you don't get together right away, even if you don't meet each other up, you still have a strong bond and a strong connection, and that won't ever break. Okay? I'm not saying that you're destined to be apart from each other your whole lives. Matter of fact, I think a lot of you actually will meet up with your soulmate. You will actually, or if you've already met up with them, you will finally be able to, have that close relationship that you've been wanting or needing. Okay, but I really felt like you guys have had some rocky time getting together, or meeting up with each other, or finding each other, or those kinds of things. I get this energy that you're basically apart from each other a lot for whatever reason. Okay, that is a really, really strong message in this reading, but I don't think it's the only one that they want to get out there to you. So let me kind of let any other thoughts flow to me. That was a very important message, and something, I guess one of the things is don't give up. They are out there. You do have that connection. You do have a soulmate. And you are, you can be together. You have a strong bond no matter what goes on in your life. And they wanted you to know that, but there's some other messages here for you as well. And I think I might need to go on to the charms to maybe pull most of those messages out, because these cards are just, all I'm getting from them is you guys having a rough time and being apart and being alone, away from each other, a lot of what's gone on so far in your lives anyway. And that's the energy I'm getting from the cards, and so I'm having trouble getting any messages from those. So I think I need to go on to the charms and see what else they wanted to get out there to you, because one of the things they did want to tell you is that, yeah, you've had trouble, you've been apart, but that you do still have this bond, and that you do have the energy of getting together at some point. But there's other things they want to tell you. So let's see what else we have. Okay. I'm going to give these a very, very good mix up here. And we might actually pull, I get the feeling we're going to pull more charms than normal because I think they are going to get your other messages out in the charms. And so, for some reason, I feel like I need to get a good handful. Oof, man, that's a lot. Okay, let me pull this away for just a second, kind of organize them. Oh my, there's so much going on here. Okay, I didn't organize them that much, but we'll see if we can organize them some more here. Alright, let's go ahead and go through the word ones first, because we might be able to get just some straightforward messages that way. So let's pull those out, and we will look at all of those and see what they have to say. It's interesting. Some of the same charms pulled out as pulled out in the last reading. I find that intriguing. Okay. I'm going to get the words and the letters. Sorry it's taking so long, guys, but there's a lot more charms than normal. So I think that's kind of slowing me up a little bit here. But we will get there. Okay. Let's take a look at our worded messages first. And then we'll go on to some of these other things. Okay. Light the way. Go, see, and explore. Stay curious. Field notes. Free to fly. Every journey starts with one step. And faith, beautiful, and miracle. Okay. So we definitely had some things that came through from that. So you guys might have gotten your own messages as I read them, but I also had some things that came through here. Okay, first of all, light the way. You have the Hermit card with the lantern. And so I feel like one of the things that your soulmate wants to tell you, and this also goes with the go see and explore, the field notes, and the stay curious. It kind of goes with all of these here, is that they want you to go and travel, experience life. I get archaeologist type of feeling of go discover things, go look into stuff. And that might actually help you come across your soulmate too, which is interesting. But also, they don't want you just sitting around waiting for them to show up. If you haven't met up with them yet, they don't want that because they want you to go live your life. They want you to, go out and, be a leader, light the way, light the journey, go explore things, go see things, go, do things, like field notes, write things down, discover new things, stay curious, explore things. We have the car here as well. So I definitely see traveling or exploring or learning new things to be something that they really want to push you towards or want you to do. They think that that's very important for your life. And they want you to keep doing those things, and they want you to work on those things a lot. And also, that, like I said, that might be one way that you might meet up with them, because if you do some traveling or some research or some other things like that, it's possible that you'll meet up with them. Like I said, I keep getting this archaeologist study type of energy involved here for some reason. I don't know why, but that might resonate with some of you guys there on that. So that was one of the messages there, is they're trying to help direct you, to help improve your life for one, but also maybe help direct you to help you find the way to them, and them to help find a way to you. That might be one way to do that, by exploring some new things, looking at some new things, possibly traveling, or doing some other things like that might be a way that you actually might meet up with them or find them. Okay, so that's something that they wanted to let you know. We do have lots of other cards here, so let's see if they tell us anything specifically that might help us along here. Got all kinds of stuff here. All right, let me try to put them in some semblance of order, and then we'll talk about them because there are a lot of them. All right, first of all, you do have a couple of aces. You have the Ace of Clubs and the Ace of Spades. Now, that's the Wands and the Swords energy. And aces are always new beginnings, new starts, new things like that. Okay? And so what that is telling me is they think that finding something that you're passionate about, finding something that you have, you might get new ideas or new things, crop up, and that will also help lead you to them. I feel like in this reading a lot, they're trying to find a way to bring you guys together. Or, like I said, if you actually have met up with each other, they're trying to find a way for you to strengthen your bond or other things like that. But I think for a lot of you guys, you haven't actually met up with this soulmate yet. For a good portion of you. And they're trying to help give you clues or direct you towards meeting up with them. Okay? And so, once again, letting new ideas flow to you, coming up with things that you're passionate about or that you care about, that energy, and then we talked about that earlier too with the thing, that whole energy there should help lead you to them in some way, shape, or form. Okay? We also have the 2 and the 3 of Cups. That basically is very much the lover's energy with the 2 of Cups. It's that coming together energy. Once again, so I do see that as a possibility in your future that you will actually come together and have that bond. And then we also have the 3 of Cups as well. And the 3s are... they're a good community energy, but they're also a good celebratory energy. They're also a good spiritual energy. They're a good creative energy. So I do think of your creative thoughts and creative minds might be very important here as well. So that's something for you to think about. Okay, you also do have this 6 of Cups energy, and this is that childlike energy. This is that going back to your childhood. So it's very possible maybe you met this person in your childhood, and maybe you guys moved away from each other, or you didn't realize who it was, or you weren't able to come up with them in your childhood. So I'm thinking that that's a possibility as well for some of you guys, that you actually met up at some point then, and then maybe had gone away from each other, and maybe it's somebody in your childhood that you need to reconnect with or meet back up with again. So if that resonates with you, then run with that. Okay, we do have another 6 energy here, and it does follow the 5 energy, which are the swords. The 5 of Swords, once again, it's that kind of the battle energy or kind of conflict or other things going on. But you also have the 6 of Swords, which means that you can be on your way past that. And that's really important for you guys' reading, because we did talk about you possibly getting past some of the problems and the other things that you've had getting together, and that you should be on a journey now to maybe find them. Once again, I see that as a journey, as maybe going somewhere so that you can meet up with them. Okay, I really feel like I feel that very strongly for a lot of you guys. You do have the 7 of Wands, you do have the 9 of Cups, and then the King of Swords. So what's great about those cards is they are, to me, first of all, the 7 of Wands is kind of a protection energy, so I do feel like maybe you're protected in this journey and with some of these issues that you've had. But then the 9 of Cups is kind of that reaching the almost the 10 of Cups energy, which is that ultimate happiness and energy. So I do feel like maybe on this journey you can find each other, you can find that ultimate happiness with each other. And then the King of Swords, he's that very practical king. He's that one that I actually see him as the one that can get things done. And so by having that in your reading, I feel like there might be somebody that can help you along with this journey that you might take, that might help you find your soulmate, might help you connect with them, that there might be somebody in your life that will help you do that, that has that kind of King of Swords energy. All right, let's look at our letters here. We have lots of letters and they could spell lots of different things, so I'm going to name them out to you guys, because a lot of times with letters, I'll let you guys come up with your own words unless one's come out at me. Well, the first thing that came out at me was strive. S-T-R-I-V-E. Strive. So definitely strive towards the things that you care about, the things that you want to reach, so forth. That is definitely something that your soulmate wants you to do and to think about. Okay, definitely strive to reach your goals, reach your destinations, go where you want to go, because every journey starts with one step. They want you to strive towards this because that will help you be able to meet up with them in the future or down the road. Okay, so that's just something that came up. But also, let me just name off these letters, and that way you guys can move them around or come up with other things that might mean something to you. We have S, T, R, I, V, E, and a Z. Okay, so you guys can work these around in any way, shape, or form that you want to come up with any words or other messages that might be specific for you. All right, now let's see what other charms we might have here and some other messages that they might want to put out there for you. First of all, there's some that have the same charms as in the last reading, and I'm wondering if they have some of the same meanings. So I'm going to pull them out and kind of look at them a little bit and see. All right. There's only a couple here, I guess, but although we do have this kitty, which reminds me of the confident kitty that was in the last reading, so I'm going to pull those together. We have the dog bone, kind of the confident strutting kitty, and then also the dragonfly, but also the hummingbird goes along with this, even though it wasn't in the last reading. One of the thoughts about you that they want to get out to you and they want you to know is that they see that you're very beautiful, which, that came through here, and that they see that, but they also see, they like your tenacity, they like your strength, they like your uniqueness, okay? They see you as that type of person, and they want you to utilize those skills, because they do see you they want you to have faith that you're going to meet up with each other, first of all, because that's very important in this journey, but also that it is a miracle, and it will be kind of a miracle when you guys do get together. It will feel like a miracle. It will feel very special when you guys do meet up with each other. So they wanted you to know that as well, okay? But that's kind of the energies we're getting with those. Having strength, we've got the bear claw. Having strength in this journey is something that they want you to do. Also rely on spirit for that, because they can help you through this journey. Because you've got a really good opportunity will come about that you can meet up with each other. We did have a stable energy earlier, and we also have the anchor here, which means that your guys' relationship, your bond, is very stable. It's very strong. It's sturdy. It's on a good foundation. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so even with these trials and tribulations and problems and things that you've had, it is a very strong relationship. It's something that you guys can work with. And it's very passionate, too, with the dragon energy here. We do have the couple of stars here. One says love you, one says starfish. They're just letting you know how much they care about you and they love you and you mean so much to them. We also have the star kitty here as well. So once again, it's that connection with the stars. It's that cosmic connection. We do have the moon and the stars. So it's that thinking of you, um, sometimes when you might say something to somebody you love, you might be like, I love you. The moon and the stars. The moon is a loving energy. The stars is like the whole universe. So they love you, throughout the whole universe, basically, or as much as the universe. And they're kind of letting you know that. We also do have the Mickey hands and the butterfly, which the butterfly to me goes along with the free to fly. They do want you to explore things, live your life, go out there and just flutter, do things, see things. Don't be cooped up all the time. They want you to go out into nature. They want you to do things like that. We also have the fox, which to me I see as a cunning kind of thing or a very smart kind of thing. And they do recognize your intelligence and your smarts and your other things like that. So that's another thought that they have about you, is how intelligent you are, and they do see you as that. So beautiful and intelligent. So that's really cool. Wow. So there's lots of messages here. I really hope you like those. Let's move on to your oracle spheres so that you can ask your question. Okay. Remember, you're to think of a yes or no question that you would like to get an answer to. We have 4 stands. We have silver, blue, gold, and green. You pick which stand you would like to get your answer on, and then we go out and we get our answers. Remember, the question needs to have a yes or no type of answer associated with it. Now, some people do utilize these in other ways. They pick more than one stand for various reasons or do other things with it. If you found ways to do that, you're welcome to do that as well. All right, let's go out and get our answers. The number 1 silver is a no. Number 2 blue is a yes. Number 3 gold is probable. And number 4 green is not likely. So number 1 silver is no. Number 2 blue is a yes. Number 3 gold is a probable, and a number 4 green is a not likely. So there are your oracle sphere answers for today's reading. Whew, wow, there was a lot going on in this reading today. I do hope there were some messages that you found useful and that you could do something with. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, leave us comments in the comments section. Let us know what you thought of this reading, or what your thoughts are on being able to connect up with your soulmate, or what you're going to be able to do there. I would love to hear about your journey and what's going on. Please remember to share the channel with your friends and family. We do appreciate that very, very much. Also, do check out our other videos. We have daily messages from Spirit that we do put out. And then we also do put out other videos at least once a week on lots of different topics. So check those out as well. We do look forward to seeing you in future videos. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your thoughts from your soulmate. Remember, we have different soulmates in our lives sometimes. Sometimes we have ones that are romantic. Sometimes we have ones that are not. We sometimes have soulmates that are in our lives right now, and sometimes we have ones that aren't in our lives yet. So this will be messages from a particular soulmate of yours. We'll find out more about them and what they think about you as time goes on here. You guys are the ones that chose this orange flower and orange stone here, so we'll put that off to the side. So we have our messages from your soulmate here. We also have our charms that we will be looking at to get a few more thoughts and messages. And we also have our oracle spheres. So you can be thinking of your yes or no question that you can get an answer to. So we'll be doing all of that today. I would like to just take a quick moment to say thank you so much for those of you that have shared the channel with your friends and family, who have subscribed to the channel, gave our videos thumbs up, and left us comments. All of those things help the channel grow a lot, and we really have been needing that. YouTube's algorithm gets really odd sometimes, and we sometimes have trouble. We grow quite a bit, and then we kind of stagnate, and then we grow quite a bit, we kind of stagnate, and it's kind of really weird how YouTube does their thing. So you guys helping us out as much as you can is the best way to help us grow, and we very much appreciate that. And so we just wanted to let you guys know that before we get to your thoughts today. These readings have been very intense so far today, so we'll see what your guys's are like, because, whoa, they've been something else. All right, let's see. We've got the Four of Wands. We got the Six of Cups. We got the Karma card, or the Judgment card. We got the King of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Lover's card. Okay, wow. That's interesting. We have Temperance there. Okay, we've got the Tower card. We got the Ten of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. Whew. Okay. Give me just a moment here to kind of get these thoughts in some sort of order. First of all, with you guys, I feel like your soulmate might actually be one that is a romantic one. It wouldn't have had to be, but I do feel like that's probably the case. I feel like you guys might have even known each other for a very, very long time, possibly since you were children. Okay, so that is something to think about. Now, here's the thing though. You guys might not be together romantically yet, or you may have met each other up and then you've lost track of each other, and maybe you haven't been together. But actually, for most of you guys, I feel like you probably are with your soulmate, okay? Or they're at least in your life, or at least somebody you know, okay? Even if you haven't totally connected with them on that soulmate level yet. So I do feel like you know this person or have met this person already, and that you're with them. So that is one thought about your relationship that is coming through here, okay? The other thought I'm getting for you guys is how okay, sorry, there's kind of a few things kind of hitting me here. I feel like you guys are at peace with each other when you're together. That you make each other feel very special and calm, and like you could fight off anything, and that you can reach any goal, any heights that you also feel very carefree and celebratory a lot of times when you're with each other, and that you have some really good times with each other, and that they appreciate that. They care about that a lot. Like I said, I'm almost positive you guys know each other. You guys are in each other's lives. You do things together, that kind of thing. Okay, so I almost feel like that's it. If this doesn't resonate with you, then maybe this wasn't the right pile for you, because I really feel like this is true for you guys, that you guys do know each other. Now, there could be some problems in your relationship to a small degree, in that maybe there's been some hiccups with you guys actually getting together, that maybe there's been some authority figures or some other people that have kind of deemed that you shouldn't be together. Okay, that's possible for some of you guys. You guys are going to be able to transcend that though. Okay, so even if that is the case, even if that is something that has happened, it's not going to last. You guys will still be able to get past that because your bond is that strong. So maybe you guys knew each other for a long time, and you had maybe parents or other people who didn't really want you to be together for whatever reason. And so you've kind of been apart, or you've had to be apart, or it's been hard for you to get together and you've had to maybe sneak away, or, or other things. But you will be able to transcend that. You will be able to get past that energy. You will be able to go forward from that. And they want to let you know that, okay? But a lot of the thoughts and feelings that they have about you is just how special you are and your relationship is. They feel like they can count on you for anything. Like I said, you feel kind of at peace when you're with each other, or you feel kind of childlike and carefree and joyous when you're with each other. So you can have quiet moments together, but you can also have very celebratory moments together. It's kind of, kind of the best of both worlds, I guess. Both things. And I do feel like you guys might be entering a new phase of your relationship, because we do have the Ace of Cups and the Tower card. And so I feel like maybe the way things have gone on so far, that's about to change or about to move in a different direction, and you guys are actually going to start out anew, kind of again. So that actually could be a good thing, because if you have kind of been kept apart a little bit due to authority figures, then that should shift and maybe change. If you haven't really reached that super romantic part of your friendship or relationship yet, maybe that's what's going to shift and change. Or there could be other ways that your relationship's going to shift and change and start out anew, but it's going to be a better thing. It's going to be a new thing. It's going to be on another level, another plane, something better than what's already gone on in your relationship. Okay, so that's just something for you to kind of know and think about, that there's going to be a new phase of your relationship coming up, that you're going to be shifting to something new and different and better than what you've already had so far. Okay, so that's kind of a message there for you guys. It's a thought that they're thinking about. They do feel like they can count on you when they need to, and that's a really important thought that they have for you. So that was just something that they kind of wanted to get out there to you. They also feel like you're a very confident person, that you're very sure of yourself, and maybe you don't see it. So that might be a reason why they're wanting to get this message out, because you may not think of yourself this way, but they see you this way. Okay, they see you as very confident, very competent, very authoritative, knowledgeable, a leader of sorts, that kind of thing. They see you that way. And even if you don't see yourself that way, they wanted to let you know that they see you that way. Okay, so that was just another message that came out there. Let's move on to the charms and see what other messages might be coming through the charms. And then we'll also do our oracle spheres as well as that. Okay? Alrighty, let's give these a really good shake up and let's see what they have to say. Okay. We got love and grace. Like I said, they see you as, very graceful. They love you very deeply, that kind of thing. So that's something for you to keep in mind. We do have the Two of Diamonds, which is once again that connection energy, that two energy, that coming together energy. But we also have the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups again. It's the which is very important, because I really feel like your guys' energy is going to move on to a new level, and that's just confirming it again. We also have this heart here. It is an American flag heart. I don't know if that means something specific to any of you, so I think it might. So I'm going, because I can't think of specifically the message there, but I guess it's kind of maybe a secret message that might mean something to some of you guys. So, because it's not just any old heart, it's an American flag heart for some reason. So, I'm going to let you guys run with that in any way that might make some sense to you guys, because I don't know exactly what message that might mean. We have the good night, good night, good night. We also have the dove dove message, and we also have um, the rainbow cloud here. And what I get with these messages, the good night, good night, good night does not come up all that often, but whenever it does, I often think of that energy of tucking somebody into bed and saying goodnight to them, giving them a kiss on the forehead and that snuggly time. But also, what I get from that is that deep connection that we get when we snuggle up together or go to sleep or hunker down to sleep. And so I think the message that they're trying to get out to you through that is just how comforting you make them feel. You give them that comforting energy, that, feeling very secure and safe with you is something that kind of comes out there. Also, with the winged dove message here, we also have the spirit feather. The message I get from that is that spirit might be working on getting your connection together in such a way. There might be a message from spirit that might help you out here with this a little bit. Because the winged dove to me is usually messages from spirit with the message so I feel like spirit is helping you out in some way here, shape, or form. So there might be some messages from spirit there that might help you out with this relationship, or might, have some way, shape, or form involving in this relationship. So that's just something for you guys to know. Also, with the rainbow cloud here, I feel like no matter what clouds and rain and things that go on in your life, you make your soulmate feel like there's still a rainbow at the end of it. You're basically their rainbow at the end of storms and clouds and other things. Okay, that's kind of the message that's coming out. The way they think about you is you are their rainbow. Okay, that's a very beautiful message. I kind of really like that. They also see you as very confident again. We've got the rooster. So I really feel like that's something they kind of want to get out to you. They really want you to know is that they see you as a very confident and competent person. And that if you don't feel that way about yourself, they really want you to see it, because they think that that will help you in some way. So they want you to see how confident you should be. We also have the parrot here. So they do see you as very unique, very, because, parrots are unique as far as birds go. They can talk, which, other birds can't. They, live a very, very long time. They are very flamboyant and beautiful and that kind of thing. And so that's the way they see you. They see you as this special bird, basically, this special thing in the universe. That's the way they see you. That's the way they think about you. Because we also have the mermaid fins as well. And once again, that's that unique energy. It's that special energy. It's that. So it's interesting how we have the sea and the bird. So they see you as on every plane special. Okay. If that makes any sense to you guys. We do have a G and an S. I think of the word gas for some reason, like stepping on the gas or moving forward on the gas. And that's interesting because you also have the car. They could just be initials. They could mean something specifically to you guys. So we'll let you guys go with that. But I do think that you guys are on a journey together, that your relationship might be stepping on the gas, basically. You might be moving forward, that kind of thing. Like I said, we do have the tower and the aces that have come up that kind of show that. So they're just kind of letting you know, hey, we're on the move here a little bit. We do have the 8 of Wands, which that, once again, is that movement energy. It's that manifesting things into the universe energy. It's that putting things out there energy. And I really feel like you guys are kind of in that right now where you are rushing, you are moving, you are evolving into something, you really. The Eight of Wands is that throwing of the wands out to the universe, and wands are things that you're passionate about and care about and whatever. And so that's the way your relationship is going right now. You are moving in that direction to becoming even more passionate, more stronger, moving forward in your relationship, that kind of thing. So that's the energy I get with you guys' relationship. And that's the way they think about you guys as well. We also have the crab here. The crab is a symbol of Cancer in astrology. And that is the symbol of home life, okay, and stability and things like that. And I feel like they feel very homey with you, very much like they would like to make a home with you and a home life and that kind of energy. So that's something, a thought that they have about you as well. You make them feel very homey. They want to share a home with you. They want to be with you, kind of energy. We do have a cactus here, and that's kind of interesting because I've never seen a cactus show up in a reading, I don't think. And whenever I think of cacti, I think of the desert, of course. And I also think of, though, because cactus grow and develop in very harsh environments, but yet they can grow very beautiful flowers. They also are special in that they can grow and thrive in very difficult environments. And so I feel like your guys' relationship can grow and thrive even in difficult environments, first of all. But second of all, I think it also has to go along with how strong and unique that they think you are. And they just really want to hammer that home to you of how strong and unique they feel like you are, because they don't think that you think that. And they want you to know that they look at you that way. Okay? All right. Let's move on to our oracle spheres and see what kind of answers we can get on those. What it is we have 4 different stands here. We have silver, blue, green, and gold. You think of a yes or no question that you would like to get an answer to. You think of which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll go out and get those answers. But also, other people have found other ways to utilize these. They sometimes pick more than one stand for various reasons or have other ways that they do this. So if you've thought of other things that you would like to do with it, you are welcome to do that. But that's basically the way it usually works, is you pick a stand, you think of your question, and we get your answers. All right, so number 1, silver. Is a yes. Number 2, blue, is a very likely. Number 3, green's a not sure. And number 4, gold, is a probable. So number 1, silver, is a yes. Number 2, blue, is a very likely. Number 3, green's a not sure. And a number 4, gold, is a probable. So there is your oracle sphere answers for today's reading. All right, I hope you had some things that came through for you that were useful to you and that were something that you needed to know or wanted to hear. These readings were pretty intense today, so I really hope that they were useful to you guys. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your friends and family. Don't forget, we have that unique URL in the description that you can do something with. Share it out there with people. And don't forget to check out our other videos. We do have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of different topics that might be of use to you. But we also do put out our daily messages from Spirit that we put out every day. So we put out these type of videos at least once a week, as well as those every day. So we do look forward to seeing you in those videos. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.